Hey there, what am I doing? Air signs, how's it going? It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net, and I am doing weekly readings for the week of September 3rd. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm distracted all of a sudden. Alright, so Gemini, we're starting with you. I'm going to pull 3 cards and 3 clarifiers and see what's going on. I feel like the energy the last few weeks was sort of calm, and I feel like it's a little, the intensity is built up a little this week. I don't know what's going on astrologically, but the Sun, you have the beautiful Sun card, you have the beautiful 10 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, 4 of Swords. Really, you're getting a very healing vibe to me, so that's nice. Maybe it was just the fire and the water signs. The Star, talk about healing energy. 4 of Rods, 4 of Wands, 8 of Wands. Wow. Interesting. 3 of Swords. I feel like some of you are going to have an epiphany about jealousy. Something's going to spark jealousy. So I feel like for the 3 of Swords, you know, it's often read as heartache. Of course, we have the big heart. This could be surgery. You could know someone you know could be having surgery. But it's a sword card, which is really your head, your thoughts. So I know some people read this as the truth hurts, which I think is a great, which I really, that makes sense to me. I also read it as jealousy, because jealousy is all in our head. You know what I mean? So you could have, like, I had a boyfriend and I was just not letting go, and he started dating someone else, and I was absolutely devastated. But at some point, I don't even know what shifted. Something shifted in me, and I saw things very clearly, which is the Sun card. And I had like this aha that I'm like, why am I giving this guy any time or energy or thinking about him? Like, why am I still focused on him? And like, it was just that suddenly, that aha moment where I was like, oh. And it was just like, it was gone. It was like cutting a cord. It was just like I just didn't think about him anymore. I was just done. It was like, what are you doing? Why are you wasting any time on something? Like, it's done. It's over. Move on. Let it go, Jen. As my friend would say, let it go, Jen, like a fart in the wind. So whenever I'm like getting upset about something, I think about that, and it always makes me laugh, and it helps. So sorry to put that in your head, but it works. I'm telling you. Next time you want to kill your coworker and you're getting all worked up and you want to send like a nasty email, say, take a deep breath, let it go, like a fart in the wind. Just like move on. Don't give these people any more of your energy. We usually get these people who have already sucked our energy. Look, I painted my nails. I'm very excited. And then we continue to give them energy, like the boyfriend or girlfriend that hurt us, that's now seeing someone else, and we're spending all this time stalking them on social media and staying up. Like, don't give them any more time and energy. Block them. Do not stalk them. You start thinking about it, train your brain to think about something else. I don't know. I don't care what it is. Read a book. Think about something else. Like, catch yourself from that bad habit. And like, I feel like because we have this Ace of Swords too, is like this, aha moment with the Sun. Like, you see something very clearly. Like, you cut away. Oh, you know, what do you hear? This friend of yours, their significant other, treated them like shit. I'm not supposed to swear because then I don't get any revenue. Sorry. Didn't treat you well. Then they ended up like breaking up with them, cheating on them. You know, it's just like, and you're just like, thank God that's finally over, because that was just a nightmare from the beginning, and that person was just not a good person. But what do you hear? Well, you didn't really know them. They weren't all bad. No, no, probably not. But boy, the bad was bad. Like, and you finally see it this week. You finally see that, and it enables you to heal, to let go, to move on, to feel more stable. And then it's like everything just floods in. Like you didn't realize that you were preventing new love from coming in, because you were so stuck in that vibration of jealousy and just, yeah, funneling energy to that situation. It could even have been like an old job situation where you're still like stewing about a boss or you know, something that happened. So these swords in this reading are cutting that away. Like, enough with it. What are you gaining? What's the point? Why would you be expending all that energy about, you know, giving that person any more time or energy? Yeah, it's like this, you're inheriting on some level, you're learning this wisdom. You're also looking at things and saying, you know, what kind of person do I want to be? What do I want my legacy to be? And am I living, like, you're seeing yourself in a way that you're like, and not that you're great. So this is, but there's something in your thought pattern, your behavior, that you're focusing on, that once you recognize it and you can stop it, you're just like, oh my God, like, things are so much easier now, and I have the freedom to move forward. It could be a fear. Maybe you're just really afraid. Maybe you had a relationship where you were really hurt and you didn't realize how blocked off you were, and that you weren't allowing, you were just putting off a negative vibe, or you weren't allowing new things to come in. And again, once you recognize that, you can't believe how fast things changed. You're healed. You're no longer you realize maybe you had this underlying resentment or anger or negative attitude towards things, especially dating. And once that is gone, all your relationships start to improve. You get job opportunities. People start asking you out. It's like kind of crazy. You're like, wow, I had been holding myself back. Definitely apply for jobs. Try online dating. Try something new. You may meet someone at a friend's wedding, or maybe your relationship is fine, but you were bringing issues from a past relationship into it, and you recognize it, and you've been like, wow, it's me. I've been causing issues in my current relationship. And you're able then to, like, maybe you go to therapy with you say, hey, I have just realized this, and can we go to therapy and work through it? Because I really am concerned that we've been fighting a lot and it's my fault. Or you see some pattern with your childhood and how it's affecting you today, but it's a real breakthrough and a turning point. I do see a wedding, where lots of generations are together, or some sort of get together where the grandparents, the grandkids, extended family. Maybe you're meeting your significant. Maybe if you've been seeing someone, you're meeting each other's family. One of you is meeting the other person's like extended family or something like that this week, or starting to plan that. But with this Four of Swords and the Star card is finally healing, having a chance to breathe, and going within and like you're not feeling, maybe you used to have a lot of anxiety, and again, learning to let things go and to stop obsessing and worrying about things that already happened that you can't do anything about, or worrying about things that could happen in the future. You just are learning the ability to be present and to be mindful of your thoughts. And so you're just feeling a lot better in every other way. All right, let's move on to Libra. That was long. Sorry, Gemini. Babbled. How are you, Libra? Thanks for joining me. I'm going to pull 3 cards and from 2 different decks. Libra for the week of September 3rd. One wants to come out. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. Okay. So when 5s come out in a reading, I always like to say they're like a pebble in your shoe. Like something needs attention. Something needs to be dealt with. So with the 5 of Pentacles, it's usually financial, feeling strapped for cash. The 5 of Swords, it's like mindful of your thoughts. Like you've, maybe you spend a lot of time worrying, or maybe mentally inflexible, and it's kind of like my way or the highway, and it's causing unnecessary, like your boundaries are so strong and your thinking is so rigid that it's a turnoff to a lot of people. Find you difficult in some area to deal with, and you're realizing that about yourself. Like you're like, I need to figure out how to communicate differently. I need to do better with my finances. I need to communicate. Maybe you and your significant other fight about finances or fight about things because you have a different way of looking at them, a different way of handling your money, feelings about money. Maybe one of you grew up with money and one of you didn't. So one is more panicked around money because they didn't have it and they're very concerned about it. Whereas one of you was used to having money, so it wasn't something that you tend to worry about. I think there's some doubt here happening about, I think some of you have some ideas that you want to implement, maybe more creative pursuits that you're interested in, but there's I'm feeling a lot of self-doubt as well happening, like, oh, I can't take the job that I really love, that is something that that feeds my soul, that's something that I feel passionate about, because I would have to take a pay cut, or it doesn't have benefits, and you carry the benefits because your significant other, it's more expensive at their work. And so you're having trouble figuring out what to do because you want to be happy and you want to have a creative outlet and you want it to be you want your life to be enjoyable. But there's fear around it. What if I can't make it? What if I can't do it? There's, something's got to give, though. It's like you've got to let something go. Maybe you're doing too much. So maybe you guys need to do something, or if you're coupled, if not yourself, maybe you need to think about downsizing, about finding a way to save money so that you can pursue the things that make you happy. Because you're definitely, it's like something's inspired you. You're like, you have this new found hobby, idea, passion, and you want to be able to pursue this career, pursue this, some of you may want to open your own business too. We have the magician says you have everything you need to do it, but you've got to get over out of your fear-based way that you're thinking about it. That's the one thing that's holding you back. But you may want to, I feel like, downsize, get a cheaper apartment, go down to one car, maybe move somewhere where you can take public transportation if that's available. Maybe adjust your schedule. Like there's some juggling that you can do to help mitigate the fears that you're feeling, to free up a little cash that will that will quiet your mind. You'll feel better about it because of that. It's kind of like you're looking at the big picture. Do I really want to keep working at this fill in the blank bank, the place that's just a paycheck, or do I want to follow something that I'm passionate about, that I care about? So one way to do that is just to be super practical. Yeah, someone's really afraid of money, worried about money, and it's been keeping you stuck, I think, for a long time. The King of Swords, like, let's make a list. Let's be very practical. Let's see the numbers. Let's see the facts. Let's see if we can make this happen. The numbers don't lie. Let's do a budget and figure out a way if we can make it happen. Because I feel like until you have those actual numbers, it's just all fear-based. We don't have any. We have the Seven of Cups. Okay. So I know people want to hear about love. So let me look at this from that lens. I think some of you are interested in someone and you're afraid to make the first move. Maybe they don't make a lot of money. Maybe they didn't go to college. And so even though you're attracted to them and you get along with them, you have to get over, again, this fear-based thinking, this negative thinking of like, oh, they don't make that much money. They don't have the education that I value. They don't have, and to sort of get over yourself and figure out your priorities. Like in the long run, is being with someone that's college educated with money really going to bring you what you want in a relationship? I mean, if what you want in a relationship is status and financial security, which, hey, it's not bad. Okay. I mean, if that's what you want, that's what you want. But if you want a true love connection with someone that you're passionate about, that inspires you, that excites you, that you love spending time with, you may have to rearrange your thinking and think, put it like, in the long run, I want someone that I'm compatible with, that I love, that we get along. Maybe you share the same interests, even if you had different backgrounds. But you've been crushing on someone, daydreaming about someone, and I think you've talked yourself out of it for some. I think it's almost like they could be the one, but you're afraid, so you've talked yourself out of it and made up all these reasons why it won't work, because you're afraid that it's actually the one, and you're afraid to go there because you're afraid you can get hurt, because you do feel so strongly on some level, and you know it, that you're holding back, like you're self-sabotaging on some level, or you're saying, oh, well, our schedules are too busy. It would be too hard. It would, like, you have all these BS excuses. So when you really look at the big picture, but you've got to like make a decision here. You've thought it to death. Like, you've thought about it enough that it's like, all right, enough, time, enough excuse making, enough. It's time to, or get off the pot. It's time to jump in. It's time to give it a shot and see how it goes. All right, let's move on to Aquarius. How are you, Aquarius? I hope you're doing well. This week I am pulling 3 cards from 2 different decks. See what's happening. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me. Let's take down the Wheel of Fortune. Buy a lottery ticket whenever the wheel comes up. Unless you have an issue with gambling, then I do not recommend it. Okay, some of you are going to get a job offer, an offer of any kind. Could be an offer of love. And for some reason, you are up at night worrying about it. You can't make a decision. Lots of fear-based thinking. It's like, even an offer of love. You've been hurt in the past. You've taken jobs in the past that you've been like, oh, this is going. You may have been more romanticized. Is that a word? Like, oh, if I get this new job, everything's going to be better. If I get this, if I'm dating this person, everything's going to be great. Like, you may have had just, a younger, naive, we all do that, right? A younger, naive outlook, maybe just ignored some factor, like ignored red flags with relationships or with jobs, sort of talked yourself into something, even though you knew deep down on some level it really wasn't. It was just a means to an end. It really wasn't the job you wanted per se. It was just a way to pay the bills or something. But you said, I'm sorry, I'm stammering. There was like a difficult person in your workplace, and you were just like, oh, if I get this new job, it's going to be great. Where then now your thinking's different. But now you've gone the other way, and you're like seeing everything's a red flag. What if the person, if I get this job offer, what if everyone's difficult? Like, it's not like you're gone to the other extreme. So being able to sort of balance that out, stay centered in the center of the wheel, and instead of getting the ups and feeling the highs so high and the lows so low, you're just like, there's an inherent risk in every job, every relationship, everything you do. You can't know if it's going to work out. There are just too many factors to just know ahead of time. But every job has difficult people you have to deal with. Every relationship has unique challenges because there are 2 different people in this, bringing 2 different personalities, upbringings, whatever, into the situation. But just because something didn't work out in the past doesn't mean it won't work out in the future. And being cautious not to bring in those resentment and issues and whatever, and sort of put them on the new job, put them on the new person, put them on the new situation. It's like we have the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So maybe you've experienced a breakup that you're still grieving. Maybe you really didn't see it coming, and you're afraid to move on. You're still looking back, and it's still causing you to be up and worry. But this offers, your 4 of Cups is just like kind of depressed, and in the traditional Rider-Waite, there's usually 3 cups someone's looking at, and this huge, big, amazing cup being offered, and they just don't see it because they're so like this. in some ways. They're looking at the spilled cups, not the full cups behind. Like, the way the past was doesn't mean that's the way the future is going to be. So you're really actively having to work on not doing that. Like, you're recognizing, you've been like, what am I doing? I'm analysis paralysis. I'm overthinking this to death. I'm allowing fear from past situations to still influence me and hold me back in the present. You have this, I mean, this is this Knight of Pentacles. Something you've been working for a long time is coming to you. A job offer, a new love, and you're sort of panicking, even though you've been working for it. Yeah, definitely it could be a career. Maybe you're gonna get offered a management position. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can deal with people. Like, you're self-sabotaging, because you have the Emperor too. So some of you may be offered a leadership position. When the Emperor comes up, it's like you need to make the decision that's right for you. Maybe a lot of people are putting input in telling you what to do. And it's like, you're just like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. This Ace of Swords is like, oh, justice. Huh. That's interesting. If you've had any legal situations, they will be well on their way to getting resolved this week. Like, you're going to see something very clearly. Like, you go from here, like, oh, worry, worry, worry. Here are all these swords. I'm worrying, and to here. And this sword is like, aha. It's the idea. It pierces the what's clouding your vision and giving you so much anxiety. And you just see things really clearly. Like, this is the opportunity I've been working towards my whole career. This is the person this new person is someone I could really see myself with. Yeah, you have the Magician and the Two of Cups. Like, you can create by shifting your brain and how you think about things. By having that shift in perspective and go from worry to opportunity, it's like you open up a whole new world. Like, you're capable. You can do this. You've been working for this for a long time. You deserve this new love coming in. You deserve for things to work out. And again, just because they didn't work out in the past doesn't mean that's what's going to happen in the future. So I feel like you're getting that this week. You're getting that you've been doing that in certain places. And once you can just, have confidence in yourself, you can do this. You've got this. The worry goes away and you're able to accept whatever is going to be offered and accept it. And say, yep, I'm going to do the best. This is what I've been working towards. I deserve this, and I'm just going to do the best I can, and it's going to be okay. And it's good. It's a good thing that I'm being offered that a job, or that new people are coming into my life. Okay, thank you so much, Aquarius. I will see you next week. Take care.